time to call meeting to order. If you could all join me in standing for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Lucy, could you please do roll call and establish a quorum?
Stephanie Tibbetts.
Aye.
Here. Frankie Short. Here. Rich Bart.
Here.
Jeff Schneider.
Here.
Deanna Swire. Here. Carolyn Sprague. Here. And Keith Carson.
Here.
We have a quorum.
All right, thank you, Lucy.
I couldn't remember.
You're fine. All right, so next item of business is to either amend or adopt the agenda.
I move we approve the agenda as presented.
I'll second.
All right, we have a motion and a second to adopt the agenda as presented. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Agenda is adopted. All right, first item of business is recognitions for the Board of Education.
You all. So thank you all for what you do. Every year there's a Board of Education Recognition Month. We don't know what month that is. So we picked this one. So it's either January or March. And we just weren't sure. So we thought we'd recognize the board this month. And so we've got a little present for you that Lucy picked out. So thank you, Lucy, for doing all that. And some certificates from MSBA for Board Appreciation Month. So it has to be around this time since we got the mail from them.
Yeah.
So what we'll do right now is just take a quick picture. You guys can just stay where you are, and I'll get a picture from you. Yep. And I'll just kind of do this number. Yep. All right. So I'll go first, then Jim. All right, 1, 2, 3. All right. Very good. Sir.
Get all this from here. I'm not sure. Why didn't we?
Again, thank you. Oops, muted it. And thanks again for all that for volunteering. Make sure everybody realizes these are volunteer positions, so thank you for volunteering to do this work. Not always easy decisions.
Volunteer. Ooh. So nice. Thanks for showing us.
Thank you, Lucy.
Somebody said that somewhere along the line. Yes. Take it on. I know.
All right, we will move on to superintendent reports. And we'll start with Rich. Oh, major comments, yes.
We don't have.
Totally skipped over that.
We don't have.
Because I didn't think we had any. All right.
Never.
Officially, we don't have any.
Yes.
All right. Perfect. So now we'll move on to the superintendent reports. And I believe start with Ms. Johnson.
That's right, we have Ms. Johnson from next door.
Yeah. Hang on.
Hi. Oh,
Give me a second.
I'll introduce myself while Lucy figures it out. I'm Angel Johnson, Director of Early Childhood Special Education, right next door, for now.
Temporarily.
Temporarily.
Short time now.
Yes. I can figure out the remote too, we'll be good. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to cover some of our program highlights. Who we are? Well, this is our mission, and we follow the mission of the whole district and then our own mission. But really, we're here to service the kids of the Warren County School District, especially in Warrenton. We also want to provide a positive beginning to their education. Our growth, this is one of my favorite slides tonight because our students' progress on our IEP students has been phenomenal this year. We have very few that will qualify for extended school year because they've made huge gains in their goals. And our program growth is, the future is so bright. This is going to date myself a little bit. My staff looked at me weird when I said our future is so bright we all need to wear shades. Because we have so much potential with being able to move to the new build this fall and then move to Daniel Boone the next year. We'll just be able to just hopefully hopefully shrink our waiting list to nothing and service more kids. Strengths, the biggest strength that I can brag about is my staff. We have a great group of educators and support staff that they're the reason our students are growing at exponential bounds. It's all because of those ladies that are on the screen right there. Community, we're excited to partner with our community. Our Parents as Teachers program, we have a new parent educator, and she is amazing. She has grown our program. She has 30 visits on the calendar already this month, and she started the dial screenings. She's gonna work herself into needing a partner. So this is pretty cool. We also partner with the first responders for our Community Helpers Week. They came and brought their vehicles and let the kids get in there and crawl around and make all the sounds go off and lights and stuff like that. Element Church right next to us lets us host our movie nights there. So some of our special needs kids, it's not practical to take them to a movie theater, so they get that experience without having to break the parents' wallets, piggy banks type of thing, for an experience that they might not be able to sit through. So that's a good opportunity for us. And then we went to Rooster's Pumpkin Patch this year, and every other year we either go to Rooster's or we go to Pumpkin Score, so we can, you know, spread out the exposure. And then we're always in the parade, so that's always fun. We're grateful for the opportunity to serve the kids of Warrenton, and just the opportunity to be part of the Warren County R3 School District. And we are Warrior Nations, we warriors.
So I have a question about, just for my parents as teachers, is a part of your program?
Yes, I'm the Parents as Teachers Supervisor also.
And then you have someone that runs that program, or?
Well, I run the program, but
Like someone goes out?
yes, Lisa Roush is our new Parents
Oh,
as
that's right.
Teachers educator. She is phenomenal. She's like the best salesperson and recruiter that you could ever see. So she goes to the grocery store and she gets 5 more kids. So it's,
She's a go-getter.
yeah, it's pretty great. She's only been with us since November, and she's already asked me, when can I get another person? I was like, well, when we get the numbers. She's like, I'm real close. So
The reason I bring that up is just to let you know that other things that, like, I sit on the board, Quiver River Roundup board, and I know parents as teachers from, I think it was Winfield today, that came in front of us, and we gave them a grant for a vision, some kind of vision thing, because I know you said that they go out and do screenings and different types of things.
yeah, they do. She does the dial 4 screenings, but that also includes vision and hearing.
Great. So I'm just saying, if you ever need something for that program, that you could pinpoint something to a need such that, Quiver River Roundup board is a great resource for you guys.
Okay,
And,
that's good to know.
I'd be pulling for you if you send the application in.
All right, good to know. Thank you so much. Any other questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up, Mr. Busby with the Facilities Department.
Hello, I'm Zach Busby. I'm the Director of Facilities here at Warren County R3. This is a first for me. Oh,
I think you're good, Lucy.
Hey, Dad, do it.
Just move it.
It's on the right slide.
It's on the right slide, it just won't go into present mode.
No, it's.
Oh, it
Oh, it
looks
is
fine
fine.
up there.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
The Facilities Department consists of maintenance, grounds, and custodial departments. Its purpose is to provide a clean, attractive, well-maintained district for all students and staff to excel and be safe in. Might be froze now.
Freeze on it.
Hang on. It's not matching up with the thing. I don't know. I can't get it to- I can't even use my mouse.
I see the mouse.
Yeah, the mouse, I I see it.
I
on
know, it's up
screen,
there, but it's not on my,
Well, you'd probably have to pull it back onto your screen. Yeah, it was,
oh, it's
Yeah.
the second screen.
yeah, it's up there as a second screen. No, that happens when you move the screens like that.
Yeah.
So is everybody having a good day?
Yeah. Weather tonight. Okay.
Yeah, a lot better.
Thank you. All right, that should work now.
Okay.
I'll hang out here for just a second to make sure it's all.
Yeah.
All right.
Did that one.
All right, so, our top 5 priority goals for this year is to maintain procedures to ensure safety and security of spaces, repair and replace roofing at the high school, early childhood, Daniel Boone and Black Hawk Middle School, correct foundation failure at the field house, transition all departments into their new locations, and then replace condenser and coil units in the freezer and walk-in cooler at Daniel Boone. We've got one to add to that today, which will be down here at central office. We got some not great news. So we'll talk about that later.
That's great, Zach. That's great.
Custodial and grounds proposed goals and action steps. Continue to ensure that all new staff and current staff are maintaining and providing a safe and clean environment for our students, staff, and community. With grounds, we want to continue working with grounds on the beautification of the district. Here is some graphs on our work order system. As you can see, it's the last 5 years. Last year, we did about, just under 1,500 work orders. This year to date, we've already completed 1,235. And with that said, we could top 2,100 this year. These are some completed areas, and I'm not gonna read them all. We're gonna go through a little slideshow and kind of show you guys. Maybe. Okay, there we go. Refinished the Daniel Boone gym floor there. This was Warrior Ridge freezer replacement. These are the bathrooms at the high school on the second floor. They got new flooring, and then they also got new partitions.
Stuffing. It's like a delay on it.
I'm scared to touch it.
I'm waiting for it to just like take off and go through the whole slide.
Go for it, Lucy.
I can change it.
Okay, pavement concrete repairs at Rebecca Boone. We have more pavement repairs, and this was at the high school. Roofing and concrete repairs at the high school. They just actually, they're within a couple days of completing that section of the high school.
That's what we done.
This was upgrading to LED lighting at the commons in the high school. And then here's the Big Red Boosters freezer installation at the high school. And then epoxy floors in a few of the offices at the high school as well. We
That's
extended our gravel lot at the maintenance shed, so we had places for everyone to park. And then room division at Black Hawk Middle School. And then that was just kind of a few of the projects we had going on. I mean, several more, as you can see by the work orders. So this is an overview of the responsibilities of the maintenance, custodial, and grounds department. We have many goals for improvements in the district and are fulfilling them when funds and time are available. Is there any questions?
Are we the ones that are doing the repairs on the pavement, or do we contract that out?
We contract that out.
Okay. Just curious. And then the freezer, was that still with the Big Red Boosters, or was that donated?
That was
5?
for the big red
Okay.
boosters.
They had their own funds.
Well, we
I didn't know if they-
we pay for that. Essentially what's happening, they're using our freezer space in our kitchens, and there just wasn't enough space for our food and their food, and so we
Okay.
decided it'd just be most beneficial for everyone if they had their own space.
Okay.
And so it's freed up space for our kitchens. At the same time, still want, ribeye sandwiches are pretty nice, so.
I guess I got a question on the work order,
Yes.
significantly up, or it seems like it anyway.
Yes.
Is there like themes that you think are driving that?
I think the biggest thing is there's a new director, so everybody has, as I tell them, they can make me a wish list, but we go by priorities over wants, so we have to make sure we're getting those priorities covered before the wants.
Makes sense.
How is the new greenhouse holding up?
As far as I know, pretty well. They just had a couple issues that they wanted corrected. I'm not positive on, I know they were gonna come back out and finish up stuff, and I am not positive, do you have a timeline on that?
No, I don't. I've been in communication a little bit with them, but not much.
Okay.
So we're just kind of, I think it might be just stuff, but we're working through it a little bit still.
Okay.
I think I'm out.
Any other questions? All right.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next on the list is our monthly finance report. Zach.
Go ahead and close it and open it again.
Oh, there it goes.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Okay, we're in business. Okay, so just financial update, normal monthly report here. So operating revenues are a little bit behind compared to last year. Of course, we're still tracking behind on the BCSE payment timeline there. Operating expenses are almost exactly the same. I mean, we're off by about 0.1%. I mean, it's pretty close. Fund balances are down a little bit. We have about the same amount of money in the bank, but expenses are up, and so that makes our fund balances be down a little bit. And here's a chart to show our fund balances. You can see we're still tracking behind, kind of like we have been all year. I anticipate that to continue into the rest of the year. Probably, my guess is, looking at the end of the year, February is kind of a big month to determine kind of where we're going to be. That it was pretty consistent the rest of the year. So we'll probably end up about 35% fund balance, which is still fine. But we are definitely, seeing it go down, just as we know that. So anyway, revenues, so local revenues up, so that mostly is in local taxes that we just received, so that was great. County is up, the state is down, because that's a little bit of that ECSC. And federal, we just haven't submitted the same amount of federal payments, so that'll be close to the same at the end. But, that's kind of what's going on there. Expenses, we gave raises, so we're up in salaries and benefits. And the purchase services is up mainly for special education pieces there and some of our security. We've got more SROs, sort of thing. So that's pretty much what's going on there. And capital projects, we have $2.2 million in the bank right now. So that's going to help us. We'll be spending that down in the summer mostly on some projects that are going to be happening. And then we've got bond issue money. So we have about $12 million left right now in our bond issue. 12.6. So next month, LJ Hart will be here to give us some more money. We're going to be doing another $10 million at that point to get that up to have enough money to finish the entire project. So we're looking good there. No cash flow issues at all on the project. So that's good. Then the contingency fund. This is kind of what we have built in. We still have about $400,000 left in case we have some change orders. But now that we're kind of getting out of the ground and building walls and stuff, we hopefully don't have too many of those. So we'll be looking pretty good there. That's all.
On the local taxes,
Yeah.
are most of those in, or do we feed them they give you any indication on if they expect a bunch of late payments?
It looks like where most of them are in, we won't know for sure until February, but just looking at the dollar amount percentage they expect us to get, it's about the same as last year. We should see a little bit of an uptick, but not a huge amount. I don't know that percentage off the top of my head, but it looked to me about the same.
I just remember that coming up last year, that there was maybe a few more late last year than what there was
Right.
before or something.
That was me. I paid him on time this year though.
Okay, thank you very much. We very much appreciate it.
Always appreciate it.
Yeah, I remembered. I did remember about one day ahead of time.
Any other questions on finance?
No.
All right. Well, moving on to the consent agenda, we do have a pretty large consent agenda with quite a few items on there, so I don't know, maybe give it a second or two for everybody to scroll through that, see if there's any questions on any of those. And if not,
I move the approval of the consent agenda as presented.
I'll second. Frankie, Keith. We have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda as presented. Any further discussion or questions? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries, consent agenda is approved. We do not have any old business on the agenda today, so we will just move right on to new business. These were a couple of items that I think had maybe previously been on the consent agenda, but knowing that we have a couple new board members, maybe we wanted to just spend a little time to make sure if you guys had any questions or discussion around. We'll start with the Missouri School Board Association contract. Greg, maybe you want to.
Sure, yeah, so MSBA provides all of our policy maintenance, so anytime there's any changes in state laws, their attorneys put together the boilerplate policies that go out to pretty much every district that's MSBA. And we largely approve those as written most of the time. So that's what they do, and for $3,000, I'm very appreciative of that service.
Yeah, it keeps us out of trouble.
Yes.
I make a motion to approve the MSBA full maintenance service contract as presented.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the MSBA contract as presented. Any further questions, comments? All right, we will move to a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Another item of new business is the Holy Rosary Athletic Cooperative.
Yes, so this is our second or third year, being cooperative with Holy Rosary for middle school athletics, and it's been going very well. It's been a great for both schools, I think. You know, it's helped us, our high school teams have those kids come play with them in 8th grade, and it's nice that Holy Rosary is right next to the middle school, so it's transportation's easy to get kids to practices and things. So we don't have a lot of kids. I don't have an exact number of how many are participating, but it's probably under 10 for sure, maybe even under 5 that are coming over and playing. So, but it's definitely, when I look at our girls basketball team, a lot of them were doing co-op, and, you know, we're Holy Rosary, and they came over to us in high school and playing on our team. So it's been very good.
I'll make a motion to approve the cooperative sponsorship as presented.
I have a motion and a second to approve the cooperative as presented. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. All right, moving on to policy first readings. We don't have to do anything with these tonight, we're just, we're putting them on the agenda so that we're aware that we will vote on those at the next meeting.
So I do have some questions because a lot of these were around, it seemed like some changes with maybe textbooks, is
which
the
one
right
is that?
word? Huh?
Which one are you looking at?
Let me go back.
Instructional materials. Textbook
Yeah, I
selection.
think it was instructional materials. So it stated that we have to have a board of people that would be selecting our textbooks.
Yeah, it's like a group of teachers, I think is what policy reads.
Yes, do we
Yep.
currently have a board?
Yeah, so the way it works is, the way our curriculum process works, every 5 years, there's the teachers in that curriculum group. Well, let me step back. So math and ELA meet every year, but if it's your curriculum revision year, those teachers get together 4 times a year and rewrite their curriculum. So they select their textbooks, they write their common assessments, and build their curriculum, realign it to any new standards. And so those are the teachers then that select their textbooks for that content area. So yes, I guess be your answer.
Okay, and then now that we don't have to choose what's been approved by the state of Missouri, how does that change our instruction or our curriculum?
No, we'll still align to the Missouri Learning Standards, because we have to take the MAP test, and so.
Yes, obviously.
So we'll definitely be aligning to that still. And so, but what does gives them a little bit more flexibility potentially, but, you know,
Okay.
the teachers will be the ones that'll be reviewing that, and they're the experts in their field.
Okay. And so there's already a group that does it now, and they'll
Correct.
just continue to do it?
Yeah, so math and ELA meet every year because it's a tested
Yeah.
area.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
all other content like art, PE, music, you know, social studies, they'll meet every 5 years in a rotating basis to review their curriculum.
Yes.
And we have 2 district curriculum directors, you know,
Right.
that who
Yes.
kind of direct that
We-
and assist with all that.
Right.
so.
I just wanted to verify that because it sounded like maybe that it wasn't a necessity to have that before.
Possibly, but that's not how we've been.
And, yeah, I just wanted, I didn't know how our district
It's
did that
been-
internally
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
I can see a small
It's
district where the
house.
principal just orders stuff and, you know, they've got one person for content that's ordered this.
Yeah,
This makes, the policy makes sure that teachers have input in that, and, which is exactly how we do it, so there won't be any change.
okay.
We have a couple of district recommendations on there
Yes.
regarding buses.
Correct, so the discipline committee met, thank you for bringing that up. Discipline committee met, and one of the big topics was really giving some flexibility to principals on discipline on the bus. So if a student messes up on a bus, sometimes they thought kicking them off the bus, which was their only option currently, wasn't great because then they just don't come to school. And so there was a lot of discussion and a lot of give and take on this from that committee. Because it can be a pretty heated topic sometimes and different philosophies on this. Because one philosophy is if the habit's on the bus, they need to be off the bus. But one philosophy is if they're off the bus, they're not coming to school, they're missing the learning. So they kind of came up with a compromise to give principals some flexibility where they could do a combination of things, off the bus for a day, but then spend a day in AR, you know, that sort of thing. So there's a little bit more flexibility for our principals whenever it comes to bus discipline is what the committee's recommendation was. And so I think, you know, they'll work through that and try to figure out what's best for the kid. Because every discipline situation is so unique to itself. They want to have the ability to, because really the main goal of discipline is to change behavior. And so the principals know the kids, work with the kids, and then they do what they put in place to try to help change the behavior to not have it repeat again. So that's the recommendation from the committee.
Any other questions on those? And just as a reminder, we'll have until next meeting to review those and read in
Yeah.
detail. And there's other questions next month, we can
Right.
address those at that time as well. So. All right. We are moving right along here to the miscellaneous portion of the agenda. We will start that with any celebrations that the board has to bring forth. Okay.
Well, I'll give one, since I talked about it on my Sunday night board session and so forth. I was at the girls' game on that Friday night in the last round of the Washington tournament, and the Washington girls tournament's been around for many years, and the record for a team to score the most points it ever scored in that tournament was 68 by 3 different teams, and our girls put up 74 against Rockwood Summit on 74 to 64. And the coolest thing was not a soul in the building except for Mr. Fassman and myself to realize that record was even being broken at the time. And, so it was really cool. The girls were excited, and so hopefully they take that and carry on and finish the season strong. I know they had a big win against St. Charles West, their first conference loss here tonight. So they'll be home tomorrow night. We'll be honoring the 1996 district championship team, 30th anniversary of that. Some of the guys will be coming out. Maybe A lot of that team's out of state as well, but they'll be able to watch it on TV tomorrow night, so we'll still honor them and, so we plan Orchard Farm, and it's court farming as well. So, be a big night, girls at 5:30, boys at 7.
I also got to witness the high school girls game, and it was pretty fun to watch. Girls were definitely excited afterwards.
Yeah.
Any other celebrations? All right, as far as workshop topics for the next workshop, we don't currently have any. I don't know if there's any
Nothing that I have pressing.
suggestions for anything in February. Otherwise, we will only meet once in February.
That's okay.
Okay? And knowing that, we're not gonna meet again in February, we can go ahead and set the next regular meeting for March.
I make a motion to set the next regular Board of Education meeting for March 12th, 2026.
I'll second.
Thank you, Stephanie. We have a motion and a second to set the next regular meeting Board of Education for March 12th, 2026. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Anybody want to set the?
I make a motion to set the next closed Board of Education meeting to immediately precede the regular meeting on March 12th, 2026.
Thank you, Karen.
I'll second.
Thank you, Stephanie. Motion has been made and seconded to set the next closed Board of Education meeting to immediately precede the regular meeting on March 12th. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
And I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned.
30 minutes.
Pretty good.
So I saw something the other day that they celebrate, this is the month, you were talking about, you didn't know what month. This is the month that they celebrate, men are always right.
What?
Yeah, men are always right. They have 3 days this month, and men are always right. February 29th, 30th, 31st is.
Ah, there you go. There it is.
I knew there had to be something.
I sent that to my wife and daughter last night. They finally laughed at one of my jokes, especially my daughter. I could get in a lot of trouble with her.
Oh, my God.
Is that on you?
Yes.